Commentaries on Prophecies in Daniel, Period of Intellectual Domination. Tablet 10, Conclusion. As it is explained in the holiest book, holy means truth. After the flood of Noah, the new generation was created, men of renown. Genesis 6, verse 4. This new generation is symbolized by the three sons of Noah, Ham, Japheth, and Shem. Ham is the symbol for two types of humans, the laborers, Shudras, and the warriors, Kshatriyas. Japheth also is a symbol for two types of humans, intellectuals, Vipras, and business-oriented people, Vaishyas. Shem is the symbol for true spiritual humans, those who are called masters, seers, or true great souls, Brahmins. These five types were separated from the very beginning in the new generation from the old generation after the flood of Noah, but this new generation went through 12,000 years of evolution until their true characteristics were developed. In a short period of time after the flood of Noah, the warrior type, Kshatriyan, of the human emerged. Nimrod is the symbol of the first mighty one or mighty hunter, and the beginning of kingdoms was started by him. And the beginning of Nimrod's kingdom was Babel. Genesis 10, verse 10. The era of warriors and kings continued until the kingdom of Nebuchadnezzar, which is symbolized in his dream as the gold head of the image. He was the King of Kings. He was the last of the mighty ones of war. After him, the evolution of man went more toward intellectual development and reached its true beginning in 300 BC at the end of the Grecian Empire. This beginning of the domination of the intellect, especially the bad side of it, is symbolized and foretold in the prophecies of Daniel as the little horn with eyes and mouth, one whose look was more stout than his fellows, Daniel 7, verse 20. It is this little horn, bad side of intellect, or intellect without intuition, which will make war with the saints, blaspheme the host of the heaven, God, and will try to change times and laws, shall speak great words, etc., until a time and times and the dividing of time, Daniel 7:25, or until 2,300 days, Daniel 8, verse 14, which can be interpreted as 2,300 years. It is after this time that the human reaches his highest development, and again the spiritual eyes of many will be opened. Also, after 6,000 years of history, about 2,000 years of intellectual domination, and from the lessons in these periods, man will realize that he has no choice but to follow God's laws. The intellectuals were the dominating force for the last 2,300 years. After this time, the true spiritual humans will emerge, Paravipras. Those who are in their higher evolutions have been prepared through the last 6,000 years, as intellectuals also were prepared for the first 4,000 years, and will assume the leadership of humanity. That is why, after 2,300 days, the true spiritual knowledge comes to humanity, and then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. Daniel 8, verse 14, by the saints. It is at this point in history that we are close to the end of the 2,300 years. Also, we can see many people are longing for the true spiritual knowledge. Furthermore, the intellectual discoveries and theories are losing their validity as absolute truths more and more. Even scientists and intellectuals are reaching the point of realizing that there are elements in all things which cannot be explained. New fields of study and thought have entered into science, such as parapsychology, a common field from which all matters have come, etc. So we are on the brink of the new order of the ages. The only thing left is to unify all saints and bring the true knowledge unto man, to cleanse the sanctuary and to establish his kingdom on earth as it is in heaven.
Om Namah Shivaya.